Hi Scorpios, this is your quickie bonus. So it's just a quickie because it's a bonus, and Pluto is direct, I believe either today or it went already yesterday. So in honor of that occurrence, we will try to channel any messages for you that you need to hear. So before we get started, check out my membership community. We just launched. There were new videos that uploaded, some astrology classes, also exclusive video on Venus and how to attract anyone you want, knowing the secrets of your Venus sign. Check it out. It starts as low as $9.99, and then of course there is a high tier membership options where if you join tier 2, you are granted an access to a live stream where you can ask me any questions live, and also tier 3 comes with free private video from me to you every month. So check it out. Also, in addition to that, today is the last day to book any of my astrology courses with a discount. For the level 1 foundation, it is code rebirth, and for level 2, it's code level 2 literally. Plus there is also a level 1 plus level 2 option that comes with a complimentary video from me. So you guys, hope to see you all there. Let's just see what my Scorpios have in store for them as Pluto went retrograde as always. So is Pluto went direct as always, guys. Thank you so much for being supportive of my channel. And let's see for my dear Scorpios. I already have one message that I'm hearing, but let's just see what comes out, because it has to do a lot with you finally doing something that you've been procrastinating before. All right, yeah, 3 of Wands. So that's the thing. I feel like for a lot of Scorpios, you've been receiving this calling to go forward, to expand, to do better things, to do bigger things, to really, level up. You've heard this message loud and clear many times. Check out actually even the previous video that I uploaded for Scorpios not so long ago. We talked a lot about where you found yourself in a place where you're overqualified to be doing the things you're doing. You're meant to be somebody much more than where you find yourself right now. But it cannot happen if you keep settling for what you've been settling already. So this is time to expand. This is time to really set some ambitious goals for yourself. Who do you really want to be in this world? Scorpios are the most powerful sign. Scorpio, and I would also say Leo too. But the problem with Scorpios that's been very, very active in the past few years is that the Scorpios, some of them have lost their edge. Some Scorpios kind of, one foot is here, another foot is there, watering themselves down, trying to be likable. I always say it never works for Scorpios. It's just like not the path of a Scorpio. And now you are really being called to just make a decision and go forward. Start doing something far more ambitious, maybe far more risky as well, but something that will actually take you in the direction where you want to go. You're looking into the future, and it seems like everything that you want seems to be so far away from you. It seems like there is this ocean or this river or whatever this is here in this card, and you're wondering if you will ever be able to cross it, because it seems like between point A and point B, there is quite, a territory that needs to be, conquered. You're looking also at all these ships in front of you, so there could be opportunities, I think, that could take you there. But I think your alliances here are important, and not all of you have been really nurturing your alliances. When I say alliances, what I mean is people who are in a position to, maybe they are on a similar quest as you, maybe they're someone who can do some trade-off of help to each other. And for Scorpios, what's important to understand is that you are someone who is actually very gifted with powerful allies. You have Capricorn in the 3rd house. So what I like to say about Scorpios, it's your ability to make allies with the right people that can also push you forward. Your ability to form also partnerships, doors in your 7th house with people who have certain resources, have also certain stability that can also push you forward. And lastly, of course, you do have the 10th house in Leo, where you can actually have support and recognition by people even in position of power, people in a position of actual real fame. But how are you using these resources? I don't think some of you guys who are finding, of course, yourself in the situation where you are like in a weird space in life right now, I don't feel like you guys been using that. I feel like a lot of you have been trying to simplify things, but it's not really working. And of course, your 6th house is in sign of Aries, where we have Mars retrograde now, full force. Some of you are also wasting your energy on people who 6th house rules people who are subordinates, or people who are in a way lower level than you in education, in experience, in social even status. And a lot of you, I think, have been assigning your energy to either wrong projects, or once again to associations that are not really helping you, only hindering your process. It's almost like you're looking at some enemies, or you're looking at some people who are really like not gonna be in your life long term. Like all of these distractions that you're seeing, they're just distractions. You have to, in a way, with the Mars retrograde especially, to see what is the issue and where is this competition, which is not really a competition to you. It's you placed yourself in the wrong place. I think this is why you perceive it as competition. Where is that the actual issue is, and what is the actual problem is, and what's the way to actually solve the problem. And this will really help. And also, what I was gonna say, since Pluto is direct finally in your 3rd house, you can finally see which alliances don't work for you, which plans for the future don't work for you. You went inside. I think all summer has been this time period of retrospection. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? Can I trust this person? Can I trust this person? There's been some paranoia, even because 3rd house is also connected to our lower mind and our daily thinking process and our communications. There might have been some conversations you've had which maybe made you more confused rather than clear. But now Pluto is moving direct. Finally, you have clarity. Where are we gonna go from here? Wow, very interesting. All right, let's keep going for my Scorpios. Wow, that's quite a lot for one card. Oh boy. The moon, and that's the thing. I feel like something is clouding your judgments. It's like you feel something, but you can't quite put your head around it. And of course, here, this is like a Hebrew letter Yud around this moon. So there are certain roads, and actually I posted this on my Instagram yesterday. There are certain roads and certain doors that are closing, and we sometimes think, oh, why did this happen? But it's actually for your ultimate protection. I see you were protected from something that was not for your highest good, something that could have led you astray, could have led you in a wrong direction. You were protected from that by some kind of rejection. Could be about romantic partnership, could be about business, could be many different things here. But I think that with this moon card, you were, I feel, there is one of the names of God, for those of you who study Kabbalah, 72 names of God, there is this name, Yud, which has to do with protection, stopping, banishing negative energy from existence. So for you, it has to do with, there's been some negative energy that's been banished from your path, but yes, it did come as a form of some kind of rejection, because it was a protection. But what I'm also getting from this moon card, there's going to be things that will be illuminated soon, something you were very confused about. If you were confused also about the future, where do you go from the place where you find yourself now, this will be illuminated soon. What else? Look at this Page of Wands next to the 5 of Cups. I think that for some of you there might have been a trip or a message or something of that nature that either made you very sad, or maybe there was a cancellation of some sort. You were hoping to do something, but it either turned out sour, like you weren't happy, or it just didn't, or it just didn't happen at all. Once again, with this moon card, it's been, I feel like, for the better. I think it's time for you to really look and observe what are the things that didn't work in your life, and look at it as a positive thing that it didn't work, because actually it's good. And look at the things that are still going. Get excited about the things that are actually happening. Get excited about all the things you can still do, all the new opportunities. Like I see for some of you, it's also important to get out of some kind of very strict energy and start looking at things. You have North Node in Gemini in your 8th. This is the biggest opportunity for growth right now. Small changes, small, oh my God, I lost my thoughts. Small changes, and even like going towards like small trip maybe, or small movement of energy can actually create very big transformation and big changes. So it's time to really start taking, step by step, the changes you want to make in your life. Maybe you really hate your job right now. Like let's say you do something that you just ashamed at this point you are doing that, because you know you were born for something much more than that. Instead of looking at it as Scorpio can very intensely and even negatively, obsessively, because once again Scorpios do have Capricorn in their third, so they can be very black and white in their thinking. Instead of maybe thinking about it like that, think of it as something happened or something didn't happen, you were protected, you were ultimately led to a better destination. And think of all the things that are going well in your life. Really think how to strengthen this energy, and also think of where is it you want to go. They're really telling you, and this was the message even before I started the reading, they're really asking you, how long are you going to procrastinate? You guys are procrastinating on something. It's like you're waiting for something to happen. It's almost like you're waiting for someone to like, not like you're waiting for someone to do it for you, but I'm not sure what you're waiting for. It's like you're waiting on that, and you know it's time for something to happen, but it's almost like you're finding all the reasons why not to do it. But it's really time. They say also it's time to go for your vision, time to go after your dreams. You were born, they say once again, you have this very unique, I mean every person does, but you specifically have some kind of very, you know that you have this life available to you that's very different from how you're living now. Even if right now is good, even if you once again have make money, live healthy life, you do know deep down in your soul that there is a path that your soul been asking you to choose and explore, and it has to do with going way, you know, on a different maybe even road. Or if you're on the same road, it has to do with ultimate expansion and going for the next big thing, really not playing small. Like I see some of you have been playing it safe, playing it small, because I'm not sure what does this doubt, but they are literally saying, how long are you going to procrastinate the greatness, you know, that is available? Know what your Scorpios are up to. Let's see what else. What is the action they want you to take? What is the action that's wise for you to take at this time? Ouch, oh my god. A lot of cards came out. We have Six of Pentacles, the Sun, Devil came up reversed. So, interesting. With the Devil reversed, this is getting out of overthinking the situation. Also, like, once again, I see some of you are way too, like, there is negative energies around you, but it's not in a bad way. It's more like, it's something that you can basically easily take care of. Avoid going, maybe associating or speaking with people who are draining your energy, avoiding doing things, you know, you're draining your energy. Even like stuff like, I did something recently where I started turning off all electronics completely before I go to sleep, all lights, all electronics, and I noticed it made such a huge change in my energy when I wake up. So even stuff like that, like Devil card doesn't have to represent something like really scary. It could be things like eating the food that drains you. It could be things like even yourself during the day doing stuff that's really draining. So I see that. And then also with the Six of Pentacles, for a lot of you, it's also time to stop settling for crumbs. I hear this literally. It could be once again about love relationship, where, you know, like people are just leading you on and they're giving you the bare minimum because there is someone else also, maybe many other people or other things. It also has to do maybe even with your work. Some of you have been settling for some projects or some jobs, which is, you guys know yourself, it's ridiculous that you are doing some of that. You can do more, you can do better, you can rise yourself, or like raise your level up so much more. And some of you also have some fears about finances, but I actually don't think there is anything to fear. We have Pluto-Jupiter conjunction again. Even though I think when they both were retrograde in summer, it didn't really bring such good financial opportunity as you wish you had. But if you remember what happened in April, where there was big influx of money for a lot of you, I think it will happen again in November, given, of course, you chase that opportunity and you work with that opportunity. So there's balance with finances, but I think what you ultimately need to do with the Sun is reconnect to your soul. We will have Sun and Scorpio, of course, soon as well, which will be your birthday. And this is really the time for you to come alive again, to really come clean. You know, this is the child here, of course, on this white horse, which represents purity, which represents, you know, the soul, really. The Sun is the soul, which is not manipulated by any of these other mundane things. So who were you when you were just born into this world? What was your dream as a child? Who were you? What's your inner child right now like? I think there's a lot of things that kind of clouded your judgment and made you overthink things that don't need to necessarily be overthought, I guess if you could say that. But your soul is really asking to listen to it now. The sun is coming out no matter what things are looking like on the surface level, and you are really, I think, are being called to step into your greatest destiny, to step into who you know you were born to be in this world, not settle anymore for crumbs, whether it's love or whether it's something else. We have here, look at this 21, the universe, things coming full circle. And of course, this is also Jupiter Aquarius energy that you'll have in December. There is a new world that's emerging. Who are you going to be in this new world? Are you going to keep making the same mistakes you've ever done, or maybe playing small, or maybe just kind of like looking at everything from the point, oh, I just want to survive. You know, I'm Scorpio rising too, and I've done this in my life too before as well. But the thing is, like, you know, how to say, I don't want to give anybody like bad advice, but it's sometimes really becoming everything you came to be in this world will require some sacrifices, will require some choices that might not make any sense to anyone else, and maybe even sacrificing comforts or certain things, you know, that keep you small sometimes. But ultimately, I think what they're asking you here is that there is so much available to you. What will you do with that opportunity? Opportunity is here. It's like really very strong. It's time for a lot of you guys to expand. But ouch. But I feel like there is a little bit of, it's almost like all you need to do is say yes, like try something, whether it's some hobby you've been, you know, kind of like not giving attention to recently, or like some project, maybe even some side hustle. Just take the first step. Just take the first step. I know it looks like everything you want is so far away, and it's not clear whether you know any of these ships will ever come, and you'll be able to make it to another, to this other, like, you know, I don't know, what is it? Is it a country, or is it, you know, this other place here, other side? But like, it starts with a small step, and with maybe not overthinking it so much, but exploring it not so much with fear, but with curiosity. I know that a lot of you are so not happy with where you are right now, and it's actually good, because deep down you know that you can do more, you can be more. It's all true. Your soul is really asking you to honor some of the promises that it made when it came to the world, to express itself in a certain way, to live to its full potential, to be like the higher vibrational beings, instead of just, you know, kind of like coping and living small and just doing things that, like, you know, I feel like some of you, it's not that you're ashamed of yourself, it's more of like you do know that you can do so much better than what you're doing now. You do know that you can be a person that people look up to, you can be a person of influence, you can be someone who really makes a positive change in this world. Like you were born to play for a bigger league rather than, you know, settle for crumbs. Anyway, I'll take this to the extended. The link to the extended is going to be down below. We'll see what else is going to be happening there. We'll look at your love life as well. Thank you guys as always supporting my channel. Don't forget to check out the membership that is now available on this channel. First video about Venus and how you can attract opposites. It's for ladies, by the way, I forgot to mention, it's for ladies mainly, this video. How can you attract opposite sex with your Venus sign is posted in the membership. Check it out. Also, my astrology courses, today is the last day to enroll with a pretty big discount. Check them out. All the information is going to be in the description box. I love you all, Scorpios. Happy birthday for those of you who are celebrating. It's coming up, I know. Happy Pluto direct, very important for all of us Scorpios, because Pluto is a ruling planet alongside with Mars. Mars is retrograde, but at least, you know, Pluto is direct now. It's much better. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Link to the extended is down below. Hope to see you all there, and we'll talk soon. Bye.